गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स। आज हम एमएससी फाइनल ईयर का जो फोर्थ पेपर है, आपके टॉपिक चल रहा था प्रोटीन सीक्वेंसिंग। तो उसी को कंटिन्यू रखते हुए आज हम बात करेंगे उसी प्रोसीजर की, प्रोटीन की सीक्वेंसिंग कैसे होती है। तो अगला स्टेप है सी टर्मिनल एमिनो एसिड एनालिसिस। जैसे एमिनो एसिड में जहाँ पर COOH ग्रुप होता है वहाँ वो सी टर्मिनल कहलाता है, और उसी तरह से NH2 ग्रुप वाला एन टर्मिनस कहलाता है। तो सी टर्मिनल एमिनो एसिड एनालिसिस कैसे करते हैं? द नंबर ऑफ मेथड अवेलेबल फॉर सी टर्मिनल एमिनो एसिड एनालिसिस इज मच स्मॉलर देन द नंबर ऑफ अवेलेबल मेथड ऑफ एन टर्मिनल एनालिसिस. The most common method is to add carboxypeptidase to a solution of the protein, take sample at regular interval and determine the terminal amino acid by analyzing a plot of amino acid concentration against time. This method will be very useful in the case of polypeptide and protein blocked and termini. C-terminal sequence would greatly help in verifying the primary structure of protein predicted from DNA sequences and to detect any post-translational processing of gene product from non-codon sequence. तो मेथड है फर्स्ट जो इसमें है एडमान डिग्रेडेशन. एडमान डिग्रेडेशन इज ए वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रिएक्शन फॉर प्रोटीन सीक्वेंसिंग because it allow the ordered amino acid composition of a protein to be discovered. Automated advanced sequencers are now in widespread use and are able to sequence peptides up to approximately 50 amino acid long. A reaction scheme for sequencing a protein by the Edman degradation follows. Some of the steps are elaborate on sequentially. First is break any disulfide bridge in the protein with a reducing agent like 2-mercaptoethanol. A protecting group such as iodoacetic acid may be necessary to prevent the bond from reforming. Second is separate and purifying the individual chain of the protein complex if there are more than one. Determine the amino acid composition of each chain. Determine the terminal amino acid of each chain. Break each chain into fragment under 50 amino acid long. Separate and purify the fragments. Determine the sequence of each fragment. Repeat with a different pattern of cleavage. And 9 point is construct the sequence of overall protein. First is digestion into peptide fragment. Peptide longer than about 50 to 70 amino acid long cannot be sequenced reliably by the advanced degradation. Because of this, long protein chain needs to be broken up into a small fragment that can be sequenced individually. Digestion is done either by endopeptidases such as trypsin or pepsin, or chemical reagents such as cyanogen bromide. Different amino enzymes give different cleavage pattern, and the overlap between fragments can be used to construct an overall sequence. Reaction: the peptide to be sequenced is absorbed onto a solid surface. One common substrate is glass fiber coated with polybrine, a cationic polymer. The Edman reagent phenyl isothiocyanate PITC is added to the absorbed peptide together with a mildly basic buffer solution of 20% trimethylamine. This reacts with the amine group of N-terminal amino acid. The N-terminal amino acid can then be selectively detached by the addition of anhydrous acid. The derivative then isomerizes rises to give a substitute phenylthiohydrate hydratoin, which can be washed off and identified by chromatography, and the cycle can be repeated. The efficiency of each step is about 98%, which allow about 50 amino acids to be reliably determined. यहाँ पर ये बेकमैन कॉल्टर पोर्शन प्रोटीन सीक्वेंसिंग मशीन बताई गई है। नेक्स्ट, प्रोटीन सीक्वेंसर। प्रोटीन सीक्वेंटर इज ए मशीन दैट परफॉर्म admin degradation in an automated manner. A sample of protein or peptide is immobilized in the reaction vessel of the protein sequenter and the admin degradation is performed. Each cycle releases and derivatized one amino acid from the protein or peptides and terminus, and released amino acid derivatives is then identified by HPLC. The sequencing process is done repetitively for the whole polypeptide until the entire measurable sequence is established or for a predetermined number of cycles. Next, identification by mass spectrometry. Protein identification is the process of assigning a name to a protein of interest based on its amino acid sequence. Typically, only part of the protein sequence needs to be determined experimentally in order to identify the protein with reference to databases of protein sequences deduced from the DNA sequence of their genes. Further protein characterization may include confirmation of the actual N and C terminal of the POI, protein of interest, determination of sequence variants, and identification of any post-translational modification present. Proteolytic digests, a general scheme for protein identification. The interest protein is isolated typically by SDS phase or chromatography. The isolated protein interest may be chemically modified to stabilize cysteine residue as amido methylation or as carboxymethylation. The interest protein is digested with a specific protease to generate peptidase trypsin, which cleaves selectively on the C-terminal site of lysine or arginine residue, is the most commonly used प्रोटीएज एंजाइम है जो कि प्रोटीन को बीच में से तोड़ने में कार्य करता है, एमिनो एसिड को सेपरेट करता है। इट्स एडवांटेज इंक्लूड द फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ लाइसिन एंड arginine residue in protein, the high specificity of the enzyme, the stability of the enzyme, suitability of tryptic peptidase for mass spectrometry. The peptidase may be desalted to remove ionizable contaminants and subjected to MALDI-TOF mass spectrometry. Direct measurement of the masses of the peptidase may provide sufficient information to identify the protein peptidase mass is fingerprinting, but further fragmentation of the peptidase inside the mass spectrometer is often used to gain information about the peptidase sequence. Alternatively, peptidase may be desalted and separated by reversed phase HPCl chromatography and introduced into a mass spectrometer via ES source. Depending on the type of mass spectrometer, fragmentation of peptides loans may occur by a variety of mechanisms such as collision-induced dissociation, post-source decay. In each case, the pattern of fragments ions of a peptide provides information about its sequence. Information including the measured mass of the putative peptide ion and those of their fragments ion is then matched against calculated mass value from the conceptual in silico proteolytic and fragmentation of databases of protein sequences. A successful match will be found if its scores exceeds a threshold based on the analysis parameters. Even if the actual protein is not represented in the database, error tolerant matching allows for the putative identification of a protein based on similarity to homologous protein. A variety of software packages are available to perform this analysis. Software packages usually generate a report showing the identity, a section code of each identified protein, its matching score, and provide a measure of the relative strength of the matching where multiple proteins are identified. A diagram of the matched peptide on the sequence of the identified protein is often used to show the sequence coverage percentage of the protein detected as peptide, where the interest protein is thought to be significantly smaller than the matched protein. The diagram may suggest whether the interest protein is an N or C terminal fragment of the identified protein. Next is de novo sequencing. The pattern of fragmentation of a peptide allow for direct determination of its sequence by de novo sequencing. This sequence may be used to match databases of protein sequences or to investigate post-translational or chemical modification. It may provide additional evidence for protein identification performed. N or C termini, the peptide matched during protein identification do not necessarily include the N or C termini predicted for the matched protein. This may result from N or C terminal peptides being difficult to identify by mass spectrometry.